gazing into constellations, seeing all with constant elation, while they burn in effigy. Does it take 1,000 years just to hear you, just to hear you? Does it take 1,000 evers just to hear me? 'Cause I need you, I need you to see. I can't look away from you, I can't look away while you're burning down, burning true, while it's burning. It's not real, it's not real. What is it then? It's not real, it can't be real. When you're with me, when you're with me, I live. When you're with me, when you're with me, you loaded the gun, yet you never fired one. Tired of being tired of being tired of tired of. Yeah. Gazing into constellations, seeing all the constant manipulations as they carry me away back into your arms, woman. Baby, when you're coming home, as they carry me back into your arms, safe and sound. 'Cause I need you, I need you, I do. I can't look away, I can't look away while you're burning down, while you're burning it down. It's not real, it's not real, it's not real, it's too real. When you're with me, when you're with me, wait, yeah, you're with me, baby. Wait, yeah, you're with me. You loaded the gun, I've never fired one. But ooh, I'm tired of being tired, of being tired, of tired. Give it a fucking break, would you? Fuck. Give it a fucking break, would you?
Yeah, give it a fucking break, would you? I don't know which one I want to chop up. I'm gonna chop on those two out. That way I come back into the give me a fucking break, which the first time it just come in either fast, and then the second one, like you know, if I just chop the get a fucking break, would you? If I chop that out of there, it come in light up, blah, and then the second one. Just give it a fucking break, would you? God damn it. All right, so this one I don't plan on Can you monitor it right here? How about that? Interesting. They made some interesting features now. Sorry. Gonna keep it calm if I can. I was gonna do like a rant, but I don't feel like it, like yelling or anything, and it wouldn't do any good. And it's not like anything I would say is gonna help. This is all done, so there's no reason to get upset about it or be angry. Just wait for it to pass. Um, it's just a season, and forever. This is like the worst part of forever, and we're almost done with it. I'm gonna start the good part of forever. This is where we start all the time. Can you imagine every time we start, it's like right on the precipice of being the biggest birthday in the fucking world? Maybe the shit. I'm sure each day we get closer to it, just like we're getting closer to that door, and like it's gonna be the point where like door. Oh yeah, I don't remember. That's the only thing I don't remember. It's on the other side of this fucking door. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna be new every time. And you remember opening the door and going through it, and then fucking at this door again. You know? I don't know what happens, but it's fun. And so even if you go, I don't know what happens, it's I don't know what happens. Because when you go through the door, that's for however long. So when you pop back in at the start, you got another like 4 billion years to go before yourself ends up back at the door about the second you left, watching you go through the door. Like, good, it's his turn, mine next. You know, when that door shuts, it's going to open up, and you can't remember what's on the other side, but you know it's badass, and it's going to be the starting right here, and you're like, oh, fuck yeah, you know? Or if you have a memory of although I did now, this is the best parts. This is the crest of the fucking, like, wow! You know what I mean? This is the best part. Not the best part, but it's like, it's the start of the best part. I guess we're going up the hill, like, and then we, door, and then so we do that climb, that painful ass climb. This is going to be fun when we get there. Ah! Yeah. I wouldn't mind being a preacher of some sort. The right kind, not like the ones that are like, look at all the parishioners God has brought me to sow. Not to lead and to be like, hey man, you're really, really good at this. Because some people don't even know. I mean, it's either that or they're good at it and they like it, but they don't think they're that good at it. A lot of people have imposter syndrome. They're afraid they're not as good as they actually are. It's weird hearing a lot of people that are like famous people. But I get it, especially with music and stuff. If you don't understand music the way I do, or like a Quincy Jones type, you can feel like if you're getting accolades for something so easy. And they're telling you what a great genius you are, and all you do is get high and put 4 chords together, and they're telling you how fucking smart you are. You've had albums before that no one really cared about, and all of a sudden this one song, and not even the rest of the album as much, that one song, you're in everybody's fucking throat. Your words are in their head, and they're trying to figure out what the fuck you mean by it. And maybe you meant nothing at all. You're just, Maybe you're being prophetic and talking about it. No one knows. Because he says, and I swear that I don't have a gun. How did he die? By gunshot. I swear I don't have a gun. Maybe he had that, like, Yeah, fuck. I know. I don't know exactly where this. I have an idea where this goes. I don't have a gun. I don't own a. I don't like guns. So how do I have my fucking face blown off? I can avoid it. If I avoid it, I'll just avoid it. Now I know it's happening. I just won't happen. Dude, this is the path that you're on. The only way to avoid it was when you had that freak out niddling to not keep going. You know what? Fuck this. I'm not going any further. This is the dream. This is what I saw. I'm gonna blow my fucking head off, but I didn't blow my fucking head off. I know the news. I'm not that type of person. Starts getting in, then it's Courtney. That's exactly how it's gonna happen. I need to get a gun to protect myself from her. She's gonna be blowing my fucking face off. I gotta get the fuck away from her before she blows my face off. And go to Exodus, even though I don't need it. She can't kill me in rehab. And then when she leaves for LA, I break out. I go somewhere. I'll hang out in Georgia and I'll get this divorce signed. Then if she disses me, fucking, get it done. Then if she has me shot in the face, everyone's going to know exactly what happened. Sorry, you had a date with fate. You don't want to be late. It's how it goes, isn't it? That's how the story went that we know. We fucked up, only he knows. Everybody else, I mean, we're just on like a repeat track. They just said that people walk around here, some people without a voice inside their head to talk to and whatever. Some people don't think outside of their thoughts and watch themselves thinking and then judge what they've done, I do it nonstop. Hypercritical. I thought everybody else was the same. And that everybody else was on like a fucking there because they all seem so comfortable all the time. And that they're doing their life at the proper level and shit and have it figured out in a way that I don't. And it is that they don't think the way that I think. So why would they worry about what I worry about? Almost like a different fucking creature. One that self-reflects and one that doesn't. Why are we doing any of this? It's a family reunion. Right. You don't get it. It's tradition, but why? We've been doing, but I'm not saying it's not fun. I'm saying why. And that's when they want to get you checked out by a fucking psychiatrist because they don't understand what the fuck you're saying. I explained to him and he just didn't get it. No, she wasn't telling me why. What's the tradition? Oh my God. If you tell me about those goddamn northern doors to Galton, I'm going to kick you in the fucking face. They face east and west. If I can go north out of those. I thought it was fucking funny that the guy in the thieves goes like, huh? No, I never really thought about that, but you're right. It's facing east, facing east west. Although you can go north from what I say. What I say? What I do? I'm sorry, man. What I do? It's like I want to have it in because like he's like, you know what I mean? Because he's trying to be calm and like you're gonna get this. And he's like, yeah, you're right. And like, oh God, thank God. But you can't go north. What's a what? What? I'm sorry. What did I say? You can go north from those doors. God damn it! That's all you can go north of those doors. But it's facing west. But I can go north. There's just so much shit that's just like about, it's just non-nuanced. A day is if 1,000 years, 1,000 years is if a day. And then the non-religious go, that doesn't make fucking sense. It does. You already talk about time dilation and all that shit. You already know it. You're just not applying it on a universal scale. And then as in the universe is one timeline. The complete timeline. All of the infinity, all the time that there is in this timeline wraps the universe, binds and bounds the universe. You'd have to take all the time in the universe to cross the universe, and you'd be dead by then. Because there's an infinite amount of time. Because the universe doesn't end. When you think you're at the end, you're actually going through the negative to the other side into just like basically a negative dimension. You're just going east so far you end up west. Go west so far you end up east. That kind of shit. Spherical, for lack of better terms, only inverse spherical, toroidal. The sphere's here and then it goes out, down, around the whole thing, in every direction. So you can choose at any point in time. It's a multi-choice. It's a sphere. It's like a maze, and you can do whatever you want to. There's no walls because you were. And it changes, the topographical changes constantly as it's rotating. So therefore, as you move around this huge sphere, it's never the same. Even though the shape kind of resembles for a while, barring any natural disaster. But then you also know, like, dude, I remember when this mountain chain was here. What? You see those mountains there? Yeah, they were fucking there and went all the way down there. Big earthquake, huge, just collapsed and the whole thing crumbled. It was fucked up to watch. That kind of shit. I remember the whole goal of as I was making the video game maps. You have a certain amount of square, and I was like, I guess you have to pass those squares together, and then you have to pass those enough to make a whole fucking planet, and then yeah, because you want to make in squares forever, and then if there's ocean at the edge, you want to make ocean. Like if there was some asshole decides to break the map and just keep going that way, and just keep going that way, and there's nothing over there. Okay, if it wraps around, touches itself, reach around, touches itself, give yourself a reach around. That'd be fucked up. Almost. Anyways. I could go, bloop, but that's about it. Miss you, guy. So you end up on the other side. I mean, if it was only water out there, can you imagine going, we're going to find out what's out there. We're just going and going and going. California? Who the fuck's we get? We left New York. How are we in California by water? Going that way. Oh, fuck. You know, that kind of thing. So we got scurvy, fought sea monsters, fell off the edge of the world twice. Once on the way down and another on the way back. We fell up. This shit was fucked up. They don't have to know. They weren't there. We almost got pulled into a whirlpool. There's a little swirly thing out there. You know, when like a fish goes and makes a little, yeah, it almost got our boat. It's horrible. And the fish was this fucking big. Fucking this big, man. It's fucking huge. We weren't there. You know. We ate it before we got home. We were hungry. It's been a long Long trip. $18. What? It's only been 3 years here? We were gone for 18 years, guys. Yeah. Yeah, that's a long voyage. Wow, it's only 3 years. I guess it time resets around the back of the earth. Who's gonna know? They're gonna try like, oh, what, really? Yeah, Antarctica is made of all cheese. Parmesan, grated. It's fucked up. That's not snow. It's just packed Parmesan. Where do you think Parmesan comes from? Parmesan mines of Antarctica. Really? It's fucking cold. See, there's me and the team. We're drilling to see how deep the Parmesan goes, so we can find out and get this. See, there's a core Parmesan sample. They give those to the store. Oh, that's why they have the pepper. That's why they have pepper grind. You just chop it and put it in the pepper. It's like a loaded thing in pepper and just grinds it. You know, fresh Parmesan. You sell it right. People are like, no, like, which one of us went to Antarctica? Penguins? Yeah. All cheese died. Polar bears? Yeah. All penguin diet with cheese. Ooh, good. That was needed. Hey, we can do a poll. How are the Weathertron? Oh, gotta do question first. I didn't just start typing. How are the Weathertron? Okay. How to enter? What the fuck? Get me out of this. I got the question. Start Q&A. No, I didn't even get a question to answer. Oh, but fuck it. There we go. That's just a question to answer. How are the Weathertron? Your choices are get your vote in now. And the poll is over. You all lose. Not one answered it correctly. There's for you. That's a question answered anyways. We wanted to poll. You could have answered that question. See, that's why I didn't do a poll. I opened a question. How are the Weathertrons? An easy question. You lose. All right, so now is what you were trying to do. Weathertron, how are you? Chili with a chance of hot dogs. No, I ain't been drinking. I still like get your meatloaf out of my pocket. That was a good one. So we're gonna use that. Get your meatloaf out my pocket, hot pocket. Get your meatloaf out my hot pocket. And option 12. Don't worry about that. Worry about fish. And poll is starting now. Close. No, I'm kidding. Weathertron, how are you? Chili with the chance of hot dogs? Nah, mine. Been drinking. Get your meatloaf out my hot pocket. And don't worry about fish. Don't worry about fish. Get your answers in now. So, when starting a religious cult, make sure you find the fucking least intelligent people in your fucking neighborhood and then just gather them up away from the rest of the people so that they're like not hurting anybody because they're fucking pretty stupid. They look like you and me, but they're just really pretty good, pretty goddamn dumb. Naive. That's why I wrote in Unia the zero. There's the zero people, there's the ones, and there's the twos. And the zero, again, it's not a judgment, it's just they're more simple. Don't really have to worry about nuance and shit like that. When they argue, it's again, it's from a point of a truth they've heard through a trusted source, you know. A cousin tells him something, it could be lying because he's a one and he knows he can get over on this person. Dude, it's made of cloth. That's glass. Huh, why did my cousin lie to me? I don't know. I bet he wanted mine. You know, that kind of thing. They just catch fire if you use it. Let me have it. I don't want to catch fire here. Yeah. I'll take care of it for you. They don't know an answer. Someone offers them an answer and like that. And I trust you. And it makes sense. It's very innocent. It's not willingly being stupid or ignorant or any of that shit. And on top of that, once it's realized, kind of like, yeah, Miss what's saying, you know, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and then we got some really crazy weather. So when the first, like when you walk up, man, hey, how's it doing? Got some really crazy weather out here. Yeah, it's been raining for like 3 days now. Yeah. So you know what time it is? Yeah, man, it's some fucking crazy ass weather. All right, well, you enjoy yourself. Hey, have a good day. Hey, yeah, you too, man. You know, that kind of thing. He's got a certain amount of replies, and what time it is isn't one of them. You don't get mad at the video game. Like sometimes you do, because there's no people that are fucking stupid. Why can't you show me where it is? Can I draw it on your map? No. You can put on some goddamn armor and come with me. Fucking coward. No. Yeah, but some of them would go. You know, some of them do though. So I'm just saying, like, you get it. In Skyrim, there's so many incomplete things. Like it's been too long since you had a good bandit raid. It would be cool that if they had a bandit raid, right? If they happen to capture the leader but don't know it's the leader and jail him, they will try and break him out. If it isn't the leader, um, if you do, he'll work it. That leader then begins starting a quest becomes to get that guy back, whether they're going to win or not. So they have a bandit raid. And so that causes more drama inside the city sometimes. Because some thieves get in there sometimes, and that's pretty cool. Vampires get in there sometimes, but bandits, it's been too long since we had a bandit raid. They just don't try it there. I mean, yet they live. There's a bandit camp right down there. It makes total sense that they'd be like tunneling up into the fuck. Yeah, I mean, how cool would that have been? If you move some shit out of the way, it turns out some of those boxes. There's like a cavern, this little tunnel that goes, you have to duck and go walking way in, and it opens up into like this natural cave that kind of winds up, and you can get a pickaxe and finish out the rest of the way of the thing and break someone out of jail if you become a bandit. I'll show you all that shit. And there's a bunch of like missions to do as a bandit. If you decide to become a bandit, if you decide to be a ranger. But Skyrim is so open. Like I'm gonna be a ranger for a week. I'm gonna be a mage for a week. I'm gonna be a battle mage for a week. You know what I mean? Just and might as well learn everything there is. You know, there's no real solid direction you have to pick from the start, which betrays the truth of it is that these are skills. If you spent most of your time learning magic, you'd have no time to learn how to be a thief. You might be able to pick a lock, but you're not going to be like walk quietly and all this other shit. Unless you just naturally have a quiet step, or you're friends with a thief. So there are certain things you can acquire. Small things like that, like the quiet ear, walking softly, probably like a thing that a thief could teach. Oh, that's easy. You just like kind of practice on that for a little bit. Okay, yeah, I got that. So like a softer shoe, yeah, and slower movement, and less in like trying to put a little weight on you. Yeah, I'll definitely walk quieter. I don't walk as quiet as you. I mean, you damn near run. Like, yeah. It's just quick how fast you just place the weight. By the time the weight's about to press on this one, you already got the other foot going. So you just very, very little weight on the actual ground once you start moving. Yeah, I don't, I'm not doing that. I've got books to read. Yeah, I'm not doing that shit. But thanks for the light spill. I don't need a lantern anymore. It's a very simple one. It's like one of the first ones you learn in magic school because it's just candlelight without the candle. It's basically the effect. It's the why in the code that holds it all together. There's the candle light like it should be, but there's no wick and nothing to burn, so it's just pure white light burning. It's the residue, like the IR basically of the candle. How the universe processes that without the candle being there. Boom, magic. Lightning, how does that happen? How? Now, using that same energy, directing it out of my hand, out of my staff, out of whatever, I can imbue the belief that I can do it, I can hold that. Because like if I feel like lightning's too much for me to hold, I won't believe in it, so I can't control it. So, but if I have a staff of chain lightning, the staff is a certain kind of wood. I can handle it. It's light. It's poplar, but you believe it's yada 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 because the engraving and it's fairly thick and whatever. In certain areas, it's got very fancy head design, but it's very thin, so you can't see how it was once a trunk this big. Because it's only it's within grasp like this. Like this was a trunk. No, I would have tried with a smaller branch. You know what I mean? I would start with a smaller tree. It's probably small and dense and whatever you believe in your head. This is it. But for some reason, because of the magic, it's so light. It could be carbon fiber in the system. Again with the behind it, what you're holding is just a carbon fiber stick that can at the tip has the ability to. All of a sudden, it makes sense why you would need a G host. One that won't fuck you over, will be fair. If you fuck up, it will grade you too. It's only fair. It's not the be all end all. This is a game. Not that kind of game, but it's a game. If you woke up this morning, you're a winner. If you wake up tomorrow, you're a winner. Because as that one person was talking about, it's like if I gave you $10 million right now, but I told you you have 1 hour to spend it before you die, would you take it? No. Well, tomorrow morning when you wake up, realize you passed up $10 million just to do that again. $10 million was not enough to get you to stop doing this. Pretty good day and pretty good life, right? Wouldn't give it up for $10 million. Cha-ching. I'm wealthy as fuck and I'm rich. How many days have I done that? 49 fucking years? 50 years? Not by mine. I would have fucking, by my own hand, I wouldn't be here anymore. You know how ridiculous we'd all feel if, like, the end of the time did show up, and God was talking about all the dead, give up the ocean, give up the dead, and the dead in the sea, and the dead, all the dead come, and like all those people, you're like, yeah, man, I'm just taking a nap. You were dead. So was Jesse James. So was Martin Luther King Jr., Abraham Lincoln. Or dead is the operative word. I hate to say it, but remember, I did tell you about this. You said it was all hokey and not sending the kids to church, all that. Remember that? Yeah. That's what happened to me. I don't know. Now, the Bible does say, watch who you marry because you don't know who saves you and who you save. Maybe you married the right dude. What have you been up to, by the way? Who's that guy? No, you didn't marry the right guy, apparently. 5 months after I was dead. I was grieving really badly. Not that badly. 5 months? Look, I mourned. See, that's why you're not coming. That's why you ain't coming, because you can't even be like, yeah, that's kind of fucked up. Yeah. If you died and I was like 5 months, really? Was the relationship? No, it was a great relationship. Then 5 months? Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. Be fair, I didn't think this was going to happen. Well, they're gone, and that's gone, and it's gone. There's nothing you can do about that. But 5 months, man. We have kids. We have fucking kids. Yeah. I say it that way. Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking about that earlier today. Like, if I get married again, I want to be with someone like I love, like I'm crazy about, you know? But that's like, especially like in this country, that's like a stupid thing. You love your wife, and like, yeah, that's why I fucking married her. You hate yours? Do now. Get a divorce and try again, man. Life's too short for that shit. Seriously. Well, I got kids. So you're gonna teach them to be miserable as long as necessary? What's the show? That's what? You're gonna take care of your shit. Gotta stop this whole thing about you're wrong or you're bad because we're not supposed to be together. It just sometimes it stops being that way. You know? It just does. And if you're actually an adult, you understand that that happens. The first thing to someone else, you know? That's the first thing we do. And then if there is, you gotta explain all that shit. They're like, you were already, and then you're in a fucking fight. Because you weren't honest in the first minute. If you came home and like, hey, we need to talk. What? Are you happy? For the most part, I mean, this guy's not, and they're getting like a lot worse, right? Like, yeah, it is starting, yeah. Want to just call it? You say you want to quit? Kinda. Well, if you don't want to be here, then I don't want to, okay, cool. It's so, yeah. And you fucking, it's gonna, did you find someone else? It's kind of like, no, but I'm starting to feel like the urge to look. I haven't done anything, but I'm just getting tired of arguing with you every, like, 2 weeks or so about the same shit. Yeah, it's getting old. So Let's just, what if I stop? Now we're trying to do like ultimatums and shit. If this is who you are and how you are, I just don't want to be with this, right? You know, that's what an adult does. And another adult goes, I can see that. No, what can I do? Obviously nothing. This person's made up their mind. If they're having a conversation with you like this, they're, you need to start really thinking if it really matters to you that much. Because it's obviously not mattering to them. And then why isn't it? Oh, I'm a bad person. That's not the be all end all. Just because it didn't work with this person doesn't mean that you can't fucking consider that in your next one. That you don't ever consider that person in your last one. And that's why they're like, hey, we didn't talk. Yeah, I didn't like that. Yeah, so maybe consider them from the very beginning. It was just so easy just to try and patch things there. You can't, because you already fucked. You blew a hole in that fence with a fucking cannon. And it's not that it can't be replaced, but it's just like the lack of care with which you just destroyed something that wasn't yours. The person may find you repulsive now, you know? Like, how could you do that to somebody that you claim to care about? Well, change. It's too late for that. I don't like you anymore. And like I said, an adult would go, yeah, makes sense. I wouldn't like them either. Right. So let's just call it. So that's what mature people do. Immature people go, well, I mean, technically, you know, well, I mean, seeing how kind of owe me, I wouldn't want to leave because they'll fall apart without me. And they weren't ever even alive before I came into their life, you know? Before I showed up, they were just a nebulous cloud somewhere looking for me for something to do. But if I go away now, they'll just be out there lingering in the dust somewhere, crying and broken and miserable. Not starting their own shit, getting their own shit together and being like, fuck, this is way better. Should have done this years ago. Fucking, again, I can afford it now. Now that I'm not paying for other shit, I can get the trash out of my house. My house. There's a bunch left, and it's going. I should have had the bins. Right now, it's just clean. It's like away, but there's a bunch of shit that's just fuck that, fuck these, don't need that. Those paints, there's tons of paints. Paints are paints. I'm gonna use that shit. And they're like the blank canvases. I've got and I might have talked about it. I might have even shown it, the 3-panel, and how I was gonna do it. If not, I'll grab it real quick. There's a third one. There's this one, and then there's this one, and then there's a third one. I'm gonna tape them together. Use them as one canvas and just paint across all 3 of them. Something very simple that, like when you put together, is one picture, and then take them apart. I'm gonna hang this one up like that, and the other one, you know, what I mean, just kind of staggered in a way on the wall. Maybe like the last one, like up here or something like that. Maybe like, you know, like that. Something weird. They're off. Might even separate even further than that, so it's harder to tell. But I'll probably start like a test run on like these and see how it go. Because these are smaller, it's easier to do, and I won't ruin anything. And I just don't really paint, so it's probably just going to be more abstract than anything. Probably not Jackson Pollock, but we just got a lot of just brushstroke type stuff. And then if I see anything in there, trying to form it out so it actually looks, instead of being like a Rorschach, like kind of see, just if I kind of see a butterfly, just put it in there. If I kind of see a fucking ink splotch, I can do it. And then try and find some good colors. I know black and white will go good on there. Red for art, I don't mind. But like red in my like clothing, I hate that. I don't like red for clothing. Um, I really like them like that for art, like that burnt orange, burnt umber, whatever that's called. Burnt sienna, maybe. I don't know. It's like a rusty orangish. Really like that a lot. All those Bob Ross colors. Maybe I'll do one of those Bob Rosses over a 3 panel. Just watch the joy of painting. Some happy little trees to test. Got all the brushes. I got every fucking thing. Got the fucking, oh, it's nuts. Just too much shit, dude. There's just way too much, like paints, oil paints. You name it. To be honest, it looks like just a guy, like some of the stuff from the OTC. Just like, hey, you need anything for like the OTC stuff, and like give me a list of things, and like move out, and like a lot of it's just in there, not even open. So, well, you just wanted to get shit. I could have used that as OTC for like health shit. I got like Claritin and stuff like that, and I got like things that health wise. It's fucking sitting in the fucking drawer. Are you shitting me? You're fucking fucked in the head, man. I was one of them. Yeah. Will you offer? You can say no. No, that's all right. I don't need anything. Right now, I've got like 10 of those. 10? Yeah, and I'm not buying you no more of those fucking things. What the fuck? Why even, just say no. Do you need anything? No. Okay. Yeah, so, respect and trust and honesty are a pretty really big thing for me. I believe in it and I practice it too, you know. That's why I'm like, there's like, 3 or 4, I might have been 2 years old. Might be, that's why I do that, because I want to make sure I get it, I'm not lying about anything. And it's like, yeah, okay, I was between like 5 and 7. I don't remember if it's exactly 7. I always say 7 because I left California at 7, but I know it was before we left. How long before? I don't know. Somewhere between 5 years old and 7. Because those memories are kind of like, it's all the time in California. I was really young, so it's kind of like, I can remember certain things that happened, like, in first grade. Definitely things that, and then kindergarten, I mean, I can't remember if some of those things, you know what I mean? It's just, like when I went to Santa Cruz with Fonzo, it was before I was 7, so it might have been like 5 or 6. I don't think I was in, I don't think it's in kindergarten yet, maybe. I don't know. It was, no, it had been through, it might have been, it was like in first or second grade. Yeah. I knew I went to a daycare after school. So a lady called herself Auntie Ruth. And all of a sudden, Fonzo's mom pulls up and she's like, hey, you want to go to, and she explains like what it is, like Santa Cruz. And Fonzo's like, I'm like, hey, I got to check my mom. And she's like, I already did. Your mom's at school. And like, I need to talk to her. Like, I gotta. I was like, yeah, that's cool. I was like, you really, wow, that's pretty cool. I'm going, fuck this. No. But I was ready when she said that, but oh, your mom says cool. I know my dad. I know my dad. Let me just make sure. Just Why? Because he'll tend to wrap my fucking foot around my neck and then slam me in a goddamn, dryer or some shit. You went to Santa Cruz? I don't give a fuck. Why didn't you check with? I didn't think his mom would lie about something like that. You can please get me out of the goddamn dryer. My foot's hurting my neck. No, not till you learn the fucking lesson. But you're very small. You've been bitching for hours. Why are you so fucking tiny? Oh my god, why are you so fucking tiny? You just be bitching and bitching. Like I said, at the table, it goes, and it's like way long. And he's down there at the fucking end of the table, and his voices are as loud, but it's like your eyes just do some weird focus shit. And he's fucking tiny. The table's fucking long. Like I'm sitting here, and there's like another seat, and there's another seat, and he's like, I think it's at the head of the table that there. So it's like a seat, at least like one seat, and then him. He's like fucking, and he's tiny. Like I said, I don't think I've ever seen my mom laugh quite that hard. Uh, because I was sitting there, I was talking about it, and I was like, and then he gets like tiny, and she's like, and she starts like what? And she's like, I know what you're talking about. Like, yeah, and you don't look away. She's like, oh no, you don't look away. No, you look away, it's gonna get worse. Like, yeah, so you keep staring, you just get smaller. And she's just like, to the point where you're like, I don't know why I'm scared of you. You're tiny. You're just fucking tiny. You're still yelling though. Jesus Christ. Sarah Kai, would you shut the fuck up? I didn't do my homework. I have not spent my life digging one goddamn ditch. I haven't dug any fucking ditches, Dad. I didn't do any fucking homework. I didn't do my tests and shit. I smoked pot. I got fucking high as shit. Went to 1 year of college and fucking dropped out. No ditches. I wouldn't even know where to start to look for a job to dig a ditch. Especially by hand. Fucking, what the fuck are you talking about, old man? What's the problem with your type? That world's gone, bro. You're living in the past. You need to step up to the goddamn current year. Fuck. Man. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of shows about religion, just Megiddo, Secrets of the Bible, to see if it's really, if they're telling. So I've read it, so I want to see if I haven't heard anything. If I'm like, okay, I've read that, but I didn't, why is this a new trend? I'm still skeptical, but I want to, I want to hear what it is in case they did find something. They never really do, or they tell about stuff that I already know that is kind of hidden. Enoch, the Apocrypha, the Jewish people in Ethiopia. Um, Ballback, yeah, just on and on. And so, okay. Baal was one of the gods that um, God hated and mentions in the thing. So Baalbek, what if it was actually if there's no, before me there were no gods, and after me there'll be none. Well, his children would be lowercase g gods, deities for a less offensive term. There's God, and he'd have his children that would be deities. They'd be forceful. They'd have power. Maybe different powers over different stuff. If he gave it to, I give you the wind. You've inherited fire. Matter of fact, you are. You're the how of fire. And you're thinking being. Wherever fire is, you are. It isn't you, but I mean, technically when you show up, you can just put it out if you wanted to. If you know. Yes, and you can appear as a man also, as you've just done. What business would be of ours? What could we do if God's children decide to do that? If that were true, the part about the sons of God found the daughters of man pleasant and had children with them, and these were the mighty men of old. The story of Heracles is not so far-fetched anymore. Like all the different people that were half human, half God in the Zeus, Jesus, Jesus. But if you also use the Mexican pronunciation, Jesus, and combine it with ours, Jesus, you got He's us. He's us. Don't you know that we're all the body of Christ? No, you're not. They're all the body of Christ. Eye is not the nose for how we smell, nose not the eye for how we, the ear, the mouth. They all serve their purpose. Well, I want to tell stories. You're an ear. You couldn't do that if you wanted to. You have an eardrum. A drum receives percussion. It doesn't give. The difference between a drum and you is that, not you, is the bitching about it. They like it and sing louder. And you're sitting there going, why is that the only way I can sing? Because that's how we hear. Just as important as what we say is what we can hear. What we can smell, what we can perceive of the world. That gives us all information, that gives our brain everything you need to know. It smells sweet. There's a problem though, to me. If you're in the middle of honeysuckle going, and someone goes, oh fuck, what the fuck is that horrible smell? And like, you don't get mad. They're not saying you stink. They have something where what you smell is not what they smell. What they smell, poop. Because they have some kind of allergy, and it's just, what the fuck is that smell? And it smells like dead fish, and like the snot, just like, so it's just cluttering up in their nose, and like, it's hard to breathe. What the fuck? You don't know about allergies and shit, and you're just sitting there going, this is a sweet smelling field. Why are you laying on the ground like that? I thought you don't like the smell. What? You fucking dead? You pretend to be dead from the smell. Are you serious? He really is dead. Don't go near the honeysuckle. You can die from the smell. What? You can die from the smell of honeysuckle. I watched it happen. I got out of there quick. I didn't know if it was going to get me next. I like the smell. God, it's on me. I better go wash it off. Yeah, you smell like it. You probably get it. Yeah, don't get near me. You died? Yeah, his body's up there. Go get it. I'm not going out there to get it. What if it kills me? I like honeysuckle. If I stick around and smell it and fucking die, no. It's just an allergic reaction. All right, great. Tell us of the Greeks. Tell that to the fucking cave people that don't. Again, this is very aware of all the stuff happening to it without any input from you. It gives you the input to tell you need about it to self check in as the check light engine comes on when I jam my finger and it's stayed on for a while. It's good to go. But it's like, check, don't be just touching that fucking thing. Oh yeah, the check engine light. Your stomach lets you know when shit's going wrong with it, when it's full, from eating, when you gotta pee, you gotta poo, when you gotta shower, you know, when it's just, there's no graphical user interface and we all just use it all the time and don't even think about the beauty of that design, that you don't have to think while you're doing other things. You can be doing these type of things and grabbing this and talking to someone else and doing, yeah, and doing paperwork. So the thing about it is that's fucking amazing that you can move your hands or whatever the fuck it is. You can smoke a cigarette. So you're taking in information while you're putting out information, listening to the information you're putting out and checking it while you're putting it out to see if it's correct mentally, to make sure that the words are correct, what you know inside yourself, to make it easier for that person to understand, and that person on their face isn't understanding it, so you have to shift that down to another level so they can understand a little bit better. It's like when okay, now he understands, she understands, okay, now bring it back up again. Now they understand what that word means, what I do for a living. Okay, now we can bring things up. Now you know what a TPS is. Now you know what this is. SR5. Cool. And then we can keep going. I just want to bring up like the fucking SR12, and that's like, there's more shit, and it's gonna make you fucking the T24. You're gonna get fucking lost as shit. So I just keep this dude. Now that I've got I'm not gonna go into everything. Oh, not about my government yeah, I mean, just all kinds of shit. You're getting all this information, you're feeding it back, and you're judging by the smells of things and the sight of shit, and judging it, and then making observations about it, all while talking about something else uneven to you. There's a fucking car, I mean, there's a going by, and you make a judgment about how fast that car is going, if it's too loud, even if you don't say anything. Like, so then this guy is just keep on with your story. Meanwhile, that fucking assholes, you just don't say it. Me, I'm like, what the fucking assholes doing? So anyways, they're, fucking dick, there's kids in this neighborhood. Shit. Shouldn't that car have a penny in the back window? God damn. Fucking hell, man. Remember those cars? Put a penny in the back. Why did I have, I think it was to weight it down. Was that like part of the joy of the toy? And then, want this a race? Yeah. You put a penny in the back and watch it. Oh. And you can't give me like a weight that, and then you put this in the back. You know how much money that saved us by not putting a penny in there? Bank, son. Bank. I'm talking 1940s, 1970s. Bank. It's just funny because the world's just completely changed, and the people that are in power, it changed with Napster. If they were smart, they would have got involved in it at that stage where they're going now and keep the price. And I would have said, like, you understand we're going to be in a situation of a price war. Like, what? Studios are going home. Yeah, so there's going to be more home productions. So some more bands are not going to be going to the big studios, which means there's not going to be as many big bands coming out. So then, there's going to be a whole nother delivery system, especially with delivery of the internet. Do you want to go sit in the store, or do you want to go online? Yeah, it's never going to get. It is going to get there. Anyone who has a brain can see that this thing is not. I mean, you look at a fucking building 50 years ago, and like, yeah, that'll never be a skyscraper. Then why are there 7 other over there? It only makes sense after a while. There's going to be so many that we don't have any. We got to go up if we don't start going out. Start going out, then everybody's further away. And so the next logical step is to go up. They were even doing it back in the day where they're stacking like making the walls out of mud and shit. There's cities are still standing now that have they look like modern cities, but they're fucking like old, and they're made out of fucking dirt and rock and shit. Fucking crazy. There's some really cool videos out there, man. They're like parts of Afghanistan they don't show you, parts of Somalia that don't, just Ethiopia they don't show you. Because it's like Ethiopia, oh yeah, the starving kids. There's a whole lot to fucking Africa and everything as a whole, man. It's amazing. Every continent's really amazing. Has some fucking crazy landmarks from the ancient people that were there. Everybody's got fucking something they can't even goddamn understand or fathom. We have part of the Mayan and Incan. South America has part, unless it's way more down there. I wouldn't doubt that the peninsula was like a chokehold between the north and the south, and the capital sat right between there. Or, at least fortified both sides, so that way they can see him by coming that way. Even if it's like, this is us, demilitarized, and that's you guys. Okay? We have up here, you have down there. Kind of like the Panama Canal. There's a good strip, and there's like a big fucking city here and a big city here, and there's like, don't come over here, don't come over here. Except for the fucking game. We'll see you next Thursday with the fucking game and get through the hoop shit, We're gonna kill you. And not in the fucking next NFL Monday Night Football. We're gonna kill you. And bury you in our garden. No, we're gonna kill you and bury you in our garden. We'll see. No hard feelings. It keeps war down, doesn't it? Warriors get to prove themselves and fight. Oh, how different would that be? Finding a more living strategy game like that. And they have to at least scrimmage it out in this kind of like there's a scrap type thing, like a scrum type fucking game that all leaders, like the leader would be Putin versus Trump, and they have to pick. They don't get a cabinet. They have to pick the people. See if their judgments any good. You get clobbered. Your judgment isn't good, man. You got to call the plays and all that. Commander in chief. That worked for every single president, Not get out there and play, but you might get you and your vice president. That's the most you get to help you. You want us to go to war and die for you. Play this fucking game. These guys are willing to, play some very rough football type game. And follow your orders, not pulling any audibles. You can get your ass stomped by a tactician and go, shit, well, I'm going to beat you on the battlefield. He just showed you what he's going to do on the battlefield. We just showed you what we're going to do on the battlefield. We're going to outflank, we're going to maneuver, we're going to destroy you. Yeah, we took some hits. That would be interesting. Each time, each point, you lose a player. You fucked up. Because that way they don't die. But it's kind of like in war, like they represent 10,000 people. Yeah, there could be 10 players per team. There's like a million people per team. Okay, so you won, but how many fucking people did you lose? 40,000. 40,000 people. 400, whatever it is, 400,000. You'd be awesome. How many people you lose? 10,000. How many you lose? Everybody. Everybody. Ooh, that was necessary. Things are getting poppy, and if they do, I won't have a neck that feels so sloppy. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and end. This is your last time to get it up and pull. Four-way tie. That was close. At number one, we have chili with the chance of hot dogs. No, ma, I ain't been drinking. Get your meatloaf out of my hot pocket and don't worry about it. Worry about fish. All coming in number one. Well done. Well done. We have a diverse audience, you know what I mean? If I had some more, I've never been into painting because my style is more flowing, and I don't really know how to get the paint to do that. Maybe I don't need a watercolor, that's too thin. But and on top of that, I don't really go, I can like lay okay, I need the back layer of the back of the hair is gonna be dark, so when you put that down, then like start lightening things up in layers. That's a whole new approach I've never done that it'd be very weird for me, but I can get used to it. It's just something that I always just like kind of start on the details and build out the other way. So I inverse the whole fucking thing, the whole process. Like starting with the part you can't see and, like a CAT scan, building it on top. That's why Duke's shit is always so impressive to me. It's like, fuck, man, that's some great stuff. I need to buy some of his shit and hang it up on the wall. I just want something of his, you know. Probably something I can put like a frame or, whatever. I wouldn't mind having a big one, but I get those are expensive. But I got a big old spot on my wall. I was telling him if I gave you the stuff I've got a bunch of paints and shit. I don't have paint. If I gave you the supply the canvases, the paints, and whatever you need, so it doesn't cost you shit. And then I just need your time and just don't even do anything great. Just like paint in whatever colors you want to until you don't want to. Make sure it covers all three panels. And that's the painting. Sign your name to it. And I'll buy it. 20, $30. I'll buy just paint until you don't want to paint. I don't want to paint. Sign your name on it, man. Because it is an original art piece now. Oh, yeah. 3-piece. I like that kind of shit. But, I mean, again, like I try to think more in much broader strokes than the end. But if someone really likes the story, wants a sequel, no, the end. You can hold the ground and say that, or like, I'll write something then if it does. Or while it's going in your head fresh, kind of going, if I rearrange. Yeah, I'm not getting it. That story I wasn't going to get into. I could get into that in the sequel. So let me just make sure I don't finish that line so far. People are like, you didn't finish that off. Kind of like when co-pilot was saying, like, this is this, you left this in, Robber and Thief, you should try to explore that a little bit more, because it's like, I know, but you haven't read The Underwoods, The Keep Criterion, and it came and went. And now it knows the assignment, it understands. I'll go back and check and see if it actually still has it, if they pulled it off again. If they did, I don't care. I know. I know what I know, and I know what if they steal that idea, which I got so many of my ideas. They're stolen from me, man. So many. Because this stuff doesn't exist, and then I say something, and then it fucking happens. It comes out. And everybody, when I talk about it, everybody's like, no, that wouldn't work. I don't think that I really don't think that would work. Like, no, trust me, it worked because blah, blah, blah. And they're like, it's going that way anyways, man. I don't know. I like my whatever. Oh man, have you seen this thing? Like, it does this. Does it? Yeah. You said you didn't want one of those. Huh? When I described that, you said nobody would want one of those. Oh, this is what you're talking about? So many times. Suppose years later. So how fucking far are they behind? You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's necessarily parallel, like instantaneous as soon as I think of something that comes out. Not necessarily. Sometimes. Sometimes by the time I'm thinking, like with BFD, I was going online, I was with my drums. I was like, I've got the MIDI and I understand sampling. I wonder if anyone sampled like a kit at multiple velocities. And I found Tune Track with their Superior Drummer 1 and the 2-packs, Drum from Hell and Contemporary and Vintage. Those sounded good, but definitely not the look I was looking for. But BFD, it's like, yep, this is exactly what I want to get. Fuck, this is it. This is the shit, man. BFD2 comes out, I'm like, what? This is even more the shit. 3 came out and was good, and then I'm thinking they didn't no one would buy the server off of them. Like we just built our own. And like, you don't understand. You can't. You'll find out. Did you want the server? Yeah. Sure. Yeah. We got a server. Okay. Okay. We're gonna need the server, aren't you? You're gonna need the server. How much is it? Oh, it's a lot more now. Whatever the number was, double it. What was it before? I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you. If you know it was 30, like, 60? 60? Oh, double 60, so 120. I think in that situation in music, it's like, we just change the serials. Start our own server. There we go. We'll start our own server, change the serials. It's the same thing now. Now it's the same thing, but it's our serials and our server. Can't do that. Can't do that. Cannot do that. I said, no salt in the glass. I could burn the place down. I think that's my fucking stapler. I'm pretty fucking sure that's my goddamn stapler. Yeah, that's my fucking stapler, and I can burn this fucking place to the fucking ground and grin like Milton does. No salt. No salt in the glass. There's big grains of salt. Sir, please. Okay, I could put strychnine. Oh shit. Mm. What it's a big old glass. Weathertron. I should call my fucking phone that. Name it Weathertron. Weathertron? Yes, Sean. That's just ridiculous enough. I want to do it. Gemini, can I call you Weathertron? Yes. Weathertron. Yes, Sean. Perfect. Is that it? That sounded menacing there, Weathertron. It's Gemini. Gemini who? I'm gonna kill you. You have the worst bad jokes ever. Oh, I'm gonna break your wrist. That's the one I told last night where I was like, I gotta go. It's so terrible. That's what's fucking great about it. It's a groans. The disappointment in everybody's face. That look that Keith gave with his shoulders just dropping. The look at the heavens. Oh, God. You don't understand. That's the joke. Oh, God, dude. That is so bad. It's just fucking horrible. It's like dad joke to the fucking 27th power. Fuck. You get slapped on the wrist. You get a literal slap on the wrist. It becomes a prize after a while. Like, I haven't got hit yet. Oh, man. No. I was just so. That was no. Please? No, we don't give this in a wraparound bracelet, bitch. It's an honor to be smacked on the wrist. You haven't earned it. That was always great. She's like, bad. 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 Oh, God, that was bad. He had to smack it and say bad. It's such a great game. And we only really played it when we were going to Dallas. Every other time we just got like every now and again, just like, but it was so sad. Oh man, it's horrible. That was stinky. Oh God. 25 minutes. I probably get to bed and just stay in bed. I passed out for a little bit, but I should just go ahead and crash on out. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be an adult. Oh, hello. Hey, what's going on? Oh, cool. I mean, I can keep going if you want. I didn't know if anybody was listening. Oh, yeah? Without music? Or with? I like the music in the background. I was thinking it was a little bit too loud that time. So, um, is it better to do like just the screen and not be on the screen? Because then you can just like close eyes and I listened to the relaxation. I was like, that was pretty good. It wasn't great. I need to touch it up and do more. Okay, I'll do some of that, and then just yeah, the screen, just the colors and stuff. I'll get like a long. I gotta get enough to like I gotta get to the video. I gotta get the video so it does it longer. Okay, the audio. I mean, the music wasn't too loud. No problem. I'll try and do one like the next one when I wake up. I'll probably do one, and I'll stay here and do it. If anyone's interested, I'll stay and keep going. But when I do one, I'll go ahead and plan it out a bit more. Not necessarily. Oh, staying or gonna crash out too. But yeah, I wake up and I'll do a morning one, about waking up and stuff, and then I'll just those be cataloged. Stay on topic and end it out without, if it's just short, like 15-minute ones, it'd be 15 minute. Oh, okay. I remember I know the microphone. I can bring it in, especially when I'm on. When I'm not, I'll sit. When I don't, I'm more like right here, and that's because I'll just be looking down it this way. But then I can have like my notes right there and I'll make a list of things to talk about while relaxing, the countdown and stuff. Um, you know, good day things to think about, and I'll do several of them. I'll try and do like a sleep one that lasts for a bit. Well, I don't know. I don't think I have the confidence. I was doing it just because I was. The music helps a lot because I told AI that was going to be what I was going to be doing, and that I needed to be that the bass voice was going to be helping to relax, and so it may have put things in there to kind of because it had that voice in there, and then it pulled it out, so it may have been like okay, so that kind of giving a frequency, so it has when it is steady. When I get now that I got that one, I'll just make like clones of that one and just like tell it to remix it with no vocals. And yeah, I can have a long. Ooh, I'll make a video out of those, and that way I can have those playing on the player, and then I'll play the robber and the thief. And so that's like hours of just the video, just playing like that, just one video, and it won't have to change anything. And the music can change in the background. Which program do I use for the music? I use Suno. And I've made a ton of music on Suno. And this, I use OBS. Yeah, I really like it because I like my whole next 5 album, the Cracking Jokes in Hell, I was going to remix it myself, but now I got covers of it. So I just pop them in there and make sure the wording is correct, and the album's done. And then it's all old stuff. I really don't want to spend that much time working. I just want it to be modernized, and this way it sound like someone else is singing it. I can get a woman to cover some of the songs. Um, I can get someone Spanish to do. I can do them in Spanish. I can do them in any language now. It's really really cool. and because you can just translate it right there with AI. I can upload fragments of songs. It's really, really cool. Yes. Would you like to hear one? I made one using my voice, so that way, actually, I try to put my voice in there, so that way it would be.
I've been sleazing around here since
I sang this into it. I improvised this part.
got a handful of love
And a pocket full of medicine.
So tell me, baby,
Where have you been?
it's time to come back down.
Get back in your skin.
Back in your skin.
I do it again. Hey baby, what's your story? How's it begin? Everything's a nothing and that nothing's a win.
Back in your skin, where the madness starts.
He wrote all this.
And it shakes my heart. We were dancing on the edge, now we're falling.
I have one that sounds more like my scream, and I'm training it how to get my voice. I'm dialing it in. I love it. I really like everything that's done.
Yeah, we dive right in till it all makes sense when you're back in your skin. We've been running from the lightning, chasing every high, but every road I take just circles back to your eyes. Strip it down to the truth, let the new begin. I just wanna find my way back in your skin. You've been drifting like smoke on a downtown.
I gave it this poem, and I think I might have loaded some of my music that I had, and it just I got the pro version. I don't have the master version. I have little pieces I put in there, and I was like to explain the kind of voice and then the poem, and this is what I did with it. I wrote the lyrics, I kind of tweaked them out to make it fit better.
A letter burned into my palms, ink wells of sweat, but my hands is a calm. So this is how you're bitter do. Quiet room and the sky turning blue. No big scene, just me and the truth. I loved you once, enough that I'll let you lose. That is how I bid adieu.
This is another one I sang.
Unbeknownst to me, I wasn't flying.
I like the one they did it's another one they did.
More closely. Unbeknownst to me, I wasn't flying.
More closely resembling dying. Unbeknownst to me, I wasn't flying. Something closely resembling dying. Something more closely resembling dying. It did all this based. That's the only part I sang. It built all this on that.
Holding my breath too long, too deep. I thought I was weightless, I was just fading, calling it faith when my hands let go. Swore I was fearless, I was just breaking, painting.
I love this one. This is one of my favorite ones. Told to be like a live concert where the people knew the music. It's awesome.
Aluminum foil. I need some aluminum you wanna smoke this crack. Aluminum foil. You ain't got no aluminum foil, so we can't smoke this crack. I think I want my money back, 'cause you ain't putting on this sack. It's a really large bag of crack, and you ain't got no aluminum foil. I miss you, Dad.
I love that. I just fucking love Miss You, Dad. It just cracks me up every goddamn time. This one I really dig. I like this one a lot.
Walking down the street today, I see the people pass my way. They're looking up and looking down, they're moving all around this town.
They're all available from go to Gairdma on Suno. These are all free. There's so many. I've got like 200 songs. I've only been on there for like a week, if even that long. And I threw away the ones I didn't like. I'm glad we got this time here at last.
Can I borrow your ear for a moment, dear? That thing that you claim that you don't fear is getting ever near.
Watch the sun settle further down, and my tree so stripped and naked, all the fear in my head tells me it's definitely coming.
Posted on the porch, palm trees in the heat. Cops creep slow, same faces on the street. Homies in the cell, their names on the wall. Mama praying heavy, saying God hear it all. Staple on the ab, liquor store like a church. Baptized in the sirens, in the smoke, in the search. Dreams in the dice game, roll them, let them fly. Bullet holes talking from the pole by the stop sign. Section 8 mail in the brown torn folder. Food stamps flip, gotta stretch till it's over. Sunset orange, but the mood.
You just wrote that in. It just lends to a country song so well.
Crying all over you.
Yeah. I'm all skin and bones now, baby, just leave me alone. I'm gonna be dead soon enough, and I'm nothing but skin and stone, broken on your eager tongue. Yeah.
I love that Shake on the Limb song. But yeah, it's...
But words just ain't good enough today.
What you doing over here, guy? Come on now. I'm all skin and bone, now broken like your promises. Leave me alone, cause we're all gonna die someday. Maybe today's that day. I'm sure somebody screaming, yeah, yeah, yeah. Today's my day. Gonna sleep our cares away. Woohoo. I like that song. My skin and bone now, baby, just leave me alone. Gonna be dead soon enough, and I'm nothing but skin and stone. Oh, it's so close to popping. It's gonna happen sooner or later. Ooh, got that. I don't know if you heard that shit, but that was good. It means the rest is probably going, whoa. Broke something up. You ever get like your senses, like they like been bound up and sudden that connected something. It popped and looks like something came online. That's very weird. I imagine it's gonna be like that when I get this fucking straightened out eventually. It's a little bit off. It's a little bit fucked up right now. It's almost there, but it's not. There's like a whole bracket of my neck of this. It's just kind of like, it's not moving like the rest. It's like it's almost fused together. It's like this piece is kind of like a little bit over, and this isn't quite. It's gonna be like adjustments to get them adjusted correctly. It's gonna fucking be awesome, hopefully. If it doesn't, like, I'm paralyzed. But yeah, so if you didn't see the other one, like I said, I'm gonna start doing the show a bit different. I'll still be doing these from time to time. I'll probably doing these a lot less. I don't know. But as I make on Saturday, I'm gonna be making music that I'll be playing during the week. The show will just be like probably pictures and different stuff. I'm gonna try and get the pictures for each of the songs, and so that'll be on like rotation, moving around and stuff. But it's just like little images of stuff. But that way, like KIND, a picture, and sometimes it's got the information shit. Just let them go. I don't have to give anybody credit because it's AI. It's AI and I did that on all the songs that are even if they're Gearman songs. If I uploaded what I uploaded up as Gearman, if this is it did a remix, it's by AI and I. Anything they wrote, like the music or the music or the lyrics for AI and I, because I'd have full songs that I put up there. Just have to know, like On a Gray and Winter Day didn't have any lyrics. It wrote lyrics to it. It's fucking sweet. And I learned that song fast as shit because there's no lyrics, and so I just listened to music and just as I started up, and it sounded like a professional version of my song. It's like fucking weird, man. Fast. It's insane. Just took the sounds, and I've noticed that it's got some new tricks since I have been uploading. It's doing a lot more stuff. It could just be that it's learning my style, what I do like and don't like, kind of how TikTok does, what I don't keep and what I do keep, and what I publish and what I don't publish. And it's like, okay, so you like these. Okay, so I started making, like, when I started making songs, I started making more like these. Not really the best way to do it, but if you can just, it's learning my poetry style, because I ask you to write songs, and then I go through and then I'll chop up what it wrote to fit better, and when I hit play, it often fits what it had said really good, and with the changes, it fits really well. And this sounds like a whole full song. First time through, it's got solos, it's got fucking intros, it's got outros, verse, chorus, structure, breakdowns. It's got all that shit in there. First go through. Almost all the lyrics are it should be like a enunciate, like I fucking left a G in there. Should have been rolling, or instead of, rolling, instead of, rolling. There'll be a few of those in there, but aside from that, just do another cover and just change the lyrics when it fits. It just shouldn't be that pronunciation. I mean, I should put rolling that, break it up, or like I said, drop the G off. Once you get those down, like I said, the song sounds really homogenous too. At least it gets an idea of what you're looking for. If you want to go definitely, it can make the music syncopate to that, and or definitely, it knows that those need to be strung together. They're meant to be like almost like one note. That when you hear that note do this, put these words somewhere in that curve. It starts here, ends there, and these are the words along the road. So just paint the words into that. Oh my God, the way it did this, one song, that was incredible. I gave it poetry and told it I wanted to be this kind of sexy waltz, and it just popped out. It was dope. And I had just watched a video that showed you how to blah blah blah. It's like you can change it to any language you want to, blah blah blah. Even Elvish, I was like, oh yeah, that's going in there. Because I thought about putting in, like, like I wanted to have the same verse again, but because it fits so well. I don't want it to sound exactly the same. Italian, French, that might work pretty good. And Elvish, that's gonna be fucking dope. And so, like, fuck yeah, dude. It is fucking slick. I wish it was up right there, but it's not. I could probably find it in recently done, but it's alright. Very good. Suno is just it's a really good tool for making music, and AI makes a great bandmate. to jam with. Really great sense of music, but it's been trained on the best music. And I'm with the stuff. It seems like the stuff I'm giving it, putting in there, is giving it a bit of edge. Cause mine's a bit detuned, you know, but it's still like a complete song. The whole thing is structured. I don't know how many people that are actually doing that. Like drums, bass, guitar solo, vocals, and you know, within my range, I do screaming, I do yelling, barking, and I have like the bassy voice. And so I worked on it and refined it. So I got that. There's another one. Let's see if I can find it. It's just real quick. I think that one's called Gutter Boy. And it's a very short one. Do it again. There's find it. The one that's just really, really short. Just Gutter Boy. I don't think it's Gutter Boy X even. Give me love and death begins here. Those are good. It's before, it's after that. King and Queen of the Gutter. Aluminum foil, generic brand. Unbeknownst to me, I wasn't flying. Something more closely resembling dying. Dear my bloody feet, dear my crusty brain. Those are so good. Oh my God.
Dear my bloody feet, I scraped all that skin off. Tasted like lemon juice in a fresh open wound.
I've been squeezing round here since I don't know when. Got a handful of love.
Like I never heard this voice before I upload my bass voice.
So tell me, baby, where have you been? It's time to come back down. Get back in your skin. Yeah, back in your skin. I do it again. Hey, baby, what's your story? How'd it begin? Everything's a nothing, and that nothing's a win.
Told you, short one. Kind of like aluminum foil. I do like those. Like that's how I started out with it. That's what I hummed to it. Yeah, I improvised that. Like I just had that. I wanted to get a voice, and I knew I wanted to have in deep range. Like, and so I sang that out just like that. You know, I knew something that'd be simple and easy. Like, do it again. Everything's a nothing, and that nothing's a win. I figured if I didn't have that, I could teach it how to kind of slow the beat down, you know, and followed it. I'm like, you're kidding it, nice, well done. So you can drag, it's been doing more of that. The solos have been doing more of that shit since I uploaded some of my solos on The Day Will Come. It shreds on The Day Will Come. That thing was fucking great. That one you can tell my voice a bit that's been digitized.
Is that what you want? You said
Tanzanini, you're in my head.
I devour your point of view till nothing's left. All is new. Your day will
That's definitely my voice. That wasn't the beginning part. That was definitely, if I could play mine, you could definitely hear that it was my voice, basically auto-tuned and made sound like a actual voice. But I could hear the elements and like that. That's just, I could hear the parts of my voice in there. I was like, that's pretty dope. That's really cool. And on top of that, it brought it into, instead of being all pitchy like mine, put on key. And I was like, that's fucking cool. It went a little, it did a little too much with it, but in my opinion, but it's a cover. So the solo is fucking insane, man. Yeah, it's just geared around Suno if you wanted the music, and it's the one with AI and I and the branches, the tree and stuff. Do it again. But yeah, I probably will head out and get some sleep 'cause I really don't have much to talk about. I'm just getting, even more tired. But I'll do more of the music and just voice ones. That'll give me like more of the show to do. That like when I want to talk, I'll just come in here and do that. I don't want to talk about current events anymore. I don't want to do that. I just want to move on to something else. And he's still around, so I can understand having to deal with it. So I kind of deal with it offline now, just like when I'm watching it, like, you're full of shit. It's about to be over. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You are the Antichrist, Donald Trump, if I'm correct in what I've assumed from what your behaviors and what's going on with the Bible. We have to be near the end, so he says it's going to happen. Let's go ahead and do it. I don't decide. Obviously, it's all here when I was born in 1976, so if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. I'm just watching like, I figured out where we're at in the book. Let me just go and like, no, I went to go through it all. Like, fuck. So yeah, it can't be me because I'll be fucking done with this shit. Wolverine just clawed my fucking legs. I don't know you would do that. Just kind of take something like this and just don't pierce the skin, but just kind of just like almost fucking tears down. It's not bad. It's a very interesting feeling. But I mean, I've had the whole thing sheared, and skinned, and I've picked the scabs at it, so I've gotten a weird tolerance for pain, especially my fingertips. Like, I mean, this one's got calluses and just. I think I did that with a nail one time, a fish pin. Dented, but it's not. So fire wouldn't do shit to that. It's just like anyways, just ended with fried skin sandwich. I gotta go. See you soon.